All right, I'm back. And I know what you're saying. It's way too early to be talking 2025 fantasy football. But I'm here to tell you that it's not. Because the people that I play against, they're some savages. They're doing their homework already. They're already thinking of their draft strategy. They're already thinking about who they're going to pick. So what I do now in the off season is going to determine my success during the season. So I got to start right now. I'm not holding back. I'm not going to let them get the upper hand on me because trust me, they are already looking at the draft. They're already looking at the players list. They're already combing their stats and trying to figure out who they're going to pick. And I can't be behind the eight ball. I can't let them get the upper hand on me this year because this year is my year. So today I'm going to cover a way too early 2025 prediction of the wide receivers and the running backs. People that I want to kind of target in the draft when we start up again. So keep in mind, this is actually a keeper league, so some of these people may not be available, but trust me, if they are, I'm definitely going to be picking them and having them on my team for 2025. Now, I may be a little bit biased towards some of the people that we're actually going to discuss today, but hey, I want them on my team. I want them to perform at the highest level, and I'm probably going to be wondering how they actually finished off the season in 2025, but we're going over the top 10 running backs and wide receivers, and these are the people that's going to really be the backbone of my team, and hopefully I'm able to select some of these people, but it's never too early. Preparation starts now. The off-season work is the critical part to my success in the season. So here we go. I'm actually going to start off with the wide receivers, and I was looking online and I checked ESPN and they had a way too early 2025 prediction on wide receivers. And I'm going to post a list somewhere either here or over here whenever I edit the video. But number one, they had Jamar Chase. Number two, they had Justin Jefferson, St. Brown. Number three, Nico Collins. And number four, CeeDee Lamb at number five, Malik Neighbors at number six, a Giants player. What the? Number seven was Puka Nacua. Number eight was Brian Thomas Jr. from the Jacksonville Jaguars, who I didn't even know had a number one wide receiver, but that's neither here nor there. A.J. Brown at number 9, and also they had Drake London at number 10. So if I was looking at the wide receiver core that I actually had on my team this last fantasy year, I had Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry. Jerry Jeudy came in because I actually had somebody injured, so he took somebody's spot. And I had Josh Downs and Stephon Diggs, who actually went on IR. So looking at that, just taking that in mind, Stephon Diggs, Josh Downs, Scary Terry, and Jerry Jeudy. So obviously, I feel deep down that I actually got a hole in my wide receiver spot. Obviously, Scary Terry could be an option to keep, not really keep. I ain't going to keep Scary Terry, I ain't going to lie. Scary Terry ain't going to be my keeper. So I need a number one wide receiver. The unfortunate part of that is I actually have a keeper, and we could talk about that a little bit later, Saquon Barkley. I'm probably going to be keeping Saquon Barkley as my keeper, but however, he is going to cost me my first round pick. So I'm going to be looking at wide receivers maybe in my second round. So in the second round, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, St. Brown will probably already be gone. According to last year's draft, CeeDee Lamb did not actually go into the second round. So CeeDee Lamb might be an option for me in the second round. Malik Neighbors might be an option in the second round. And a Giant. Yeah, I don't know about the Giants player. I don't know if I could select the Giants wide receiver. Puka Nacua is probably going to be there. Brian Thomas Jr. will probably be there as well. A.J. Brown and also Drake London. So looking at the way too early wide receiver projections and players that could be up there, I'm probably looking at either CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors, Puka, Brian Thomas Jr., A.J. Brown, and Drake London. So out of those 6 or 7 people, put it in the comments on who you think I should probably pick out of CeeDee, Malik, Puka, Brian Thomas, A.J. Brown, and Drake London. So keep in mind, this is a way too early ESPN 2025 fantasy rankings. Obviously, I don't think Jamar Chase is going to be in the second round. Justin Jefferson is not going to be in the second round. St. Brown might be in the second round. I do believe Nico is probably going to be in the second round due to him being injured. And people probably going to he's probably going to drop a little bit. He's going to drop a while. Nico Collins is actually going to drop. He's not going to be a first round. He might not even be a second round. But let me know in the comments who you think I should select in the second round. But based off what I just said and obviously what I said earlier, I may try to get CeeDee Lamb because I'm a Cowboy fan. And if I want to win, I got to stack my team with Cowboy players. So CeeDee Lamb would probably be my first, second round pick if he's there. If CeeDee is not there, I guess I might want to go with maybe a sleeper of Brian Thomas Jr., but they just got a new head coach, and I'm not sure how the offense is going to perform under the new head coach, so I might have to like punt on him. So if I really had a choice, probably Puka Nacua. If nobody's going to keep him and he's there in the second round, probably going to go Puka Nacua because he's going to be a high value target. He's going to get the yards. Matthew Stafford's going to feed him the ball. But however, Matthew Stafford might actually retire, so I don't know about Puka either. So plan C, if CeeDee is not there, Puka Nacua is not going to be there because maybe Matthew Stafford retires or something like that, which could actually play a huge part in his value. So Puka is not there because Stafford's not there. I might go Drake London maybe as a number one, and I'm not even sure that's the answer at number one. So I'm hoping and praying that CeeDee Lamb is there for me to take in the second round. So I'm just going to hold out hope that CeeDee is there. Maybe St. Brown. St. Brown might fall to the second round, but I don't know. So if I had a choice, I would go CeeDee first. If CeeDee ain't there, I would go Puka Nacua, depending on if Matthew Stafford retires or something like that. And then maybe Drake London. I don't like any of those options. I'm hoping maybe Jamar Chase fall, Justin Jefferson fall, and St. Brown fall. So out of the top three, maybe St. Brown falls in the second round. Let me know what you guys think about that. And that's the wide receivers early fantasy projection. And hopefully I can snag one of those guys because obviously I do got a hole in my wide receiver slot. So moving on to running backs, right? On my team, I had Saquon Barkley, Tony Pollard, and Chuba Hubbard, and that's it. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a keeper league, and I'm going to keep Saquon Barkley. So Saquon Barkley is going to cost me my first round pick. Cool. No issues with that. So now I need a running back too. So I'm thinking Saquon Barkley is going to be my first round pick. Second round pick, I might go wide receiver, depending on how that's looking. But if I did not go wide receiver in the second round, let's take a look at the early running backs. Bijan Robinson, Jamar Gibbs, Devon Achane, Breece Hall, CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Chase Brown, Bucky Irvin. So if I had to guess which ones are going to be there in the second round, I would probably go with maybe Devon Achane. Breece Hall might be there, even though I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that might select him in the first round. Jonathan Taylor is going to be there. Josh Jacobs is probably going to be there in the second round, early second round. Chase Brown is going to be there early second round, mid second round, maybe even at the bottom of the second round too. Bucky Irvin is definitely going to be there in the second round. So the top 10 running backs again: Robinson, Gibbs, Achane, Breece Hall, CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Chase Brown, and Bucky Irvin. So if I had to pick, if I definitely went running back with my second pick, and out of those people that I just named, who I think will still be there, maybe mid to the bottom of the second round, would probably be Bucky Irvin and Chase Brown and probably Josh Jacobs. So out of that, and Jonathan Taylor, JT may be there as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to be picking between Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Chase Brown, and Bucky Irvin. So I would probably go with Josh Jacobs. I do like the volume that he got in Green Bay this year. He definitely was a touchdown machine whenever they got into the red zone, whenever he went out there fumbling the ball. So I would go with Josh Jacobs. So keeping Saquon first round and going second round running back-ish, maybe have the opportunity to pick Josh Jacobs. So I got two good running backs, RB1 and RB2. Hopefully. This is way too early. But hey, the standings are what they are. I don't think Jamar Gibbs is going to make it to the second round. Bijan Robinson is not going to make it to the second round. I'm actually keeping Saquon Barkley, so he's going in the first round. Breece Hall likely won't make it to the second round. CMC might actually make it to the second round due to him being injured. Last year, CMC went first. He's not going first this year. So he actually might slip to the bottom of the first, top of the second round. So CMC might actually be like a high second round pick, depending on. There's just one 49er fan that's in our league. He's dumb enough to pick CMC again because he's a 49er fan. And we all know, what the hell does 49er fans know? Nothing. So I expect for him to pick CMC again. Actually, I think CMC would probably be his keeper. He'd be dumb enough to keep CMC again. And y'all know who I'm talking about. So mid-second round, bottom of the second round, I probably are expecting either Jonathan Taylor, which I'm not high on, Josh Jacobs. I would love to have Josh Jacobs. Chase Brown and Bucky Irvin would probably be my least favorite one, but probably is a sure thing that I could probably get in the second round for the running backs. So hopefully I can have Saquon. Worst case scenario, I have Bucky Irvin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He actually did pretty good. He came out of nowhere, so it's kind of surprising to see him at a top 10 for early projection of the running backs. So preparation starts now. I got to start thinking about how I'm going to shape this team. I got to start thinking who is going to be the best option for my fantasy football scheme this year to lead me to the fantasy football championship and come with my very first trophy. I got to get it. And I know y'all saying this way too early, but the preparation starts now. The off-season work starts today. It is January 29th. The preparation starts today. So a few months down the line, November, December, when I'm holding up the trophy, just know that I started in the off-season. I started in January preparing to win my very first fantasy football championship in the Heads Fantasy League. I feel it. I know it. I'm going to win it. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Make sure you subscribe, like, hit that follow button, turn on your notification bell so you know when I drop another video. And next time we're actually going to cover quarterbacks. I need a quarterback. Catch you guys on the next upload.